Can't forget that. We always forget the introduction. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Wait, who's gonna say hi?
I'll say hi. You
Okay.
say hello. Hi, everyone. This is Raisa.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
We're your Seidenberg ambassadors.
I'm Raisa.
I'm Rachel, and we're here with Jim and Svetlana from Career Services. They're gonna let everybody know what you gotta do to get a job.
Yeah.
So, first question. Tell us a bit about what a normal day is for you guys working.
I don't think there's a normal day. So in my role, a lot of my day is consumed in meetings, developing strategy for students. So there's a lot that goes into making Seidenberg students successful, and part of that is having a strong strategy to address the different needs of our students. Then a part of my day is advising students. So on any typical day, we may see 6 or 7 students in 30-minute appointments. Plus there's email. We get a lot of email. So answering that, and then meetings. Did I mention meetings? So meetings, we may have 2 or 3 staff meetings a week, and then a meeting with the dean, maybe at Seidenberg, and other key people to make our program even stronger.
Yeah, I spend most of my day working with students. Every student is an individual, and so every meeting with a student is different. And their questions are different, their issues and challenges are different. So that brings a ton of variety to what I do. And then I also conduct quite a few workshops, which also are different. So it really is, as Svetlana said, there's really no normal to a day.
Always on your toes.
Always. Yeah.
For the newbies, what are the resources that are available to a base Seidenberg student?
Here at Career Services, we have a number of resources. We've got professionals who've got real-world work experience that we can share that with students. We also run a number of different workshops, as I mentioned before, some such as resume writing, getting started for international students, where we can give them some information on how to manage the process to getting a job. We have interview workshops, LinkedIn workshops, and job search strategy workshops, and many more. So anything that needs to be addressed, or any questions that a student might have to help them to ultimately land a position after PACE or during PACE for an internship, we can provide that.
In addition, we have opportunities on Handshake. So for students that are ready for their job search, they can apply to internships and full-time jobs on Handshake. And we also promote a lot of opportunities on campus, such as employer spotlights. We have multiple career fairs a semester, and then we promote opportunities off campus. So Grace Hopper, Cubed, anything local that's going on. Students should also take advantage of meetups. Those are really important for technical students. And then there are resources at Seidenberg as well that students should take advantage of, such as the 10th floor innovation lab, and the different hackathons and activities that happen weekly through PCS. I know that there are events that happen with Microsoft. So all of those things are really great resources for students to get involved in.
If there's something that we could highlight on our resume, what would it be?
Well, it depends on where you are in your academic career, but you always want your resume to be relevant to the positions you're applying to and filled with keywords. And that's relative and very individual to each student. So there's not a one-size-fits-all approach. Mm-hmm. Each resume is going to be very different. Your resume is not going to look like your friend's resume. It shouldn't. That's a big no-no. Don't copy the content from your friend or have the same projects and bullets. The main thing that you want to highlight on your resume is relevant experience. For some students, that may be relevant projects or coursework. For others, it may be relevant internship experience. And Jim and I help you figure that out in our one-on-one sessions.
Yeah, I would add to that I think it's important for an employer to see how you contributed to the organization that you were involved in or to the company that you were working for. Employers want to know that when they're hiring you, they're going to get something out of that and that you're going to accomplish things in their organization. So anytime you can highlight that on a resume with a result, whether it's a numeric result or maybe a softer result, that'll go a long way with an employer.
Just to add to that, you don't want your bullets or the content that you're sharing with an employer to be really generic or to read like something that you would find in a job description. So as Jim mentioned, you want it to be really specific and highlight your contributions.
How can social media affect our job or internship search?
Well, social media, there's two sides to social media. There's the plus side and there's the watch out side. On the plus side, there are tremendous tools out there like LinkedIn. Almost everybody knows about LinkedIn. Nearly everybody has a profile, and you should make sure that you have a very professional profile and a good profile. But employers use LinkedIn to find candidates.
Yeah.
So it's very, very critical that you have a good profile because it is going to be also a search tool for you, but it's a search tool for employers. And then there are numbers of job search websites that we have a list that are focused on students with technical backgrounds, that things like Indeed or Dice or other sites that focus perhaps on startups. And we can provide that to students, that list, and help you navigate through all of those. So social media from that regard, the positive side, very, very important.
And then there's the negative side of social media. I mean, it may not be negative, but it's only negative depending on what students post on their social media accounts. So in addition to LinkedIn, many students are on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and so are employers. And some employers will definitely look at all those sites to see what you're posting and get to know you a little better. You want to make sure that you're staying away from anything controversial, that when you're posting stuff from events that you're attending, that it's okay if you're of age to have a drink maybe in the photo, but it's nothing that your grandma would disapprove of.
As part of the hiring process, they did a background check on me. How I passed, I don't know.
Clearly, Jim stuck to the grandma rule.
Yeah.
So grandma approved of all of his pictures on Facebook.
How important do you think a network is, and how do we build it?
The short answer is that it's incredibly important, but a lot of students think it's like this big, massive monster networking, and it's a huge turnoff to them because they don't know where to start. But at the very basic, your network is the people that you interact with on a daily basis. So your friends and family, the people that you go to school with, can help you land your next job or lead you to an opportunity. Then there's networking that you can do at a career fair, at a social event. There's also networking through LinkedIn. The best networking is done in person, so developing that relationship with someone, and it happens over time. You want to make sure that you add value to any person that you're networking with and you're following up. So there are many different ways of networking, and it doesn't have to be this scary thing.
Yeah, and you should start networking now. Don't wait. Go to meetups, go to hackathons, go to career services events, and start talking to employers. Make the engagement with an individual a mutually beneficial engagement. So if you can provide them with something, they will come back and provide you with something. It may not be immediate, it may be longer term. And then keep track of the people that you're networking with. Over the years, as you get more and more experience, it's easy to forget about those first few individuals that you connected with. And what you may find is that 10 years from now, some of those individuals are CEOs of companies that you might want to work for. So keep track of that, and constantly be out there. Get out there and talk to people.
How can we make employers want to hire us? Like, what are some basic characteristics that they really look out for?
So you definitely want to be enthusiastic about the company and the position you're applying to. As I mentioned earlier in an earlier question you guys asked me, employers really look at your attitude and how excited you are to work for them and how you will contribute to their organization. For tech students, it's also really important to have those technical skills, but employers are looking at your attitude first and foremost, what you've accomplished. So your leadership skills, what you've done on campus, off campus, and the relevant experience you have. In addition to that great positive attitude. I keep mentioning that.
Yeah, and if you're going on an interview, you only get one chance to make a first impression.
Yeah.
So dress, enthusiasm, energy, posture, all of that will be attractive to an employer. And in many cases, especially in the on-campus activities, employers are meeting multiple students for a position. So anything that you can do to separate yourself from the pack, make a personal connection with the interviewer, that will go a long way to getting you remembered by that interviewer and ultimately further into the process.
And most importantly, be yourself, because employers can see through dishonesty, and you want to be genuine in your interaction with them.
How important do you think landing an internship is during the school?
It's of utmost importance. So you definitely want to work towards an internship during your academic career. There are many ways of building your resume. So an internship is not the only way. They're adding projects, working on projects, both through your academics, but independently, are great ways of building your resume. So employers want to see what your passion for the field you're in. So if you're in tech or you're a web developer, they want to see what you've done outside of school to develop an app or a product. You can also partake in many different experiential learning opportunities. So partaking in the innovation lab on the 10th floor and working on cybersecurity challenges or working with large data sets on the 10th floor is a way to build your resume. And then ultimately, you, again, want to work towards an internship. But there should be steps that you take to build that path to an internship. So in tech, you may not go directly from academics, so from taking classes to an internship. It may happen. The process varies for everyone, but a more steady track towards landing an internship is building your resume with projects and then partaking in various experiential learning opportunities, which include doing things on campus, as well as partaking in hackathons and other opportunities off campus.
Yeah, and everything that Svetlana said shows that you're active, that you're passionate, and then the only other thing I would add is that all of those things that you get involved with give you an opportunity to network to one of your previous questions.
Exactly.
What should students start doing today to land a job tomorrow?
Get started as soon as possible. Just start getting involved. Very basic things, going to a PCS meeting, working on a project with a colleague, coming to career services to talk to us about your resume. You definitely don't want to wait until the last minute. So for students that are for undergrad students, you're here for 4 years, we recommend that you get started your second semester of your freshman year, because it's a process and you're constantly fine-tuning that process and adjusting. If you wait until the very last semester, then it becomes the job search and building your resume becomes this big monster that's like really hard to tackle. But if you take baby steps, you'll definitely get there and you'll have the support that you need. For master's students, you should probably come here within the first or maybe second semester. Work on your resume, get that under control, and your resume is always a work in progress. And then talk to us about additional ways of building your resume, and different things that you can partake in.
Yeah, I would say be proactive, and as Svetlana said, don't wait. A lot of what goes into ultimately landing an internship or a final job are the development of skills that are outside maybe the technical arena. So interviewing is an example. Interviewing is a skill, like golf or tennis. And if you don't practice and if you don't learn it, you're not going to be good at it. And it's a critical skill that you need in order to land that job that you want. So, get involved, come to Career Services, start practicing those skills and building them, and you'll ultimately be successful.
So get involved.
Yeah,
That's the message.
Involved. That's the bottom line.
as
Bright
soon as
letters.
possible.
Yes.
There's no time like the present.
Okay, so are you guys ready for the rapid fire?
Sure.
No one's ever ready for rapid fire.
The
Ready?
first question is to Svetlana and Jim. Favorite snack?
Blueberries.
Yogurt-covered pretzels.
Ooh, I like it. If you could pick one place to travel to, where would it be?
Galapagos Islands.
Paris.
His favorite band or artist?
Chip chop.
Alicia Keys.
Today it's Green Day.
Today. Do you have any hidden talents or hobbies?
If they're hidden, I choose to keep them hidden.
Okay.
I'm pretty crafty, so every now and then I get the desire to bedazzle stuff.
Okay.
So big thank you to Svetlana and Jim for all of the very important career, internship, job, life advice.
Yeah, and thanks for also answering the rapid fire. We actually came to know their fun side.
Yeah.
Yes,
They're
and
fun
thank
people.
you for interviewing us.
Yeah.
We're excited for students to see the other side of us that they don't always get to notice
Exactly.
when we're in the midst of our crazy busy days.
Yeah.
And just a shout out to our amazing Career
Thank you.
Services Seidenberg ambassadors. They do a lot to make what we do happen. So a big thank you to Raisa and Rachel.
You're welcome.
Sorry, I ain't got no money, I'm not trying to be funny, but I left it all at home today. You can call me what you wanna.